everyone. My name is Nitin Patel and my project is all about home automation system. I'm from Central Queensland University and I'm in term 2 2018 at Melbourne campus. My unit is Embedded System Design and my coordinator's name is Professor Prithi Chandra. In my presentation, my outlines are these. First, I'll introduce about the project and background of it. Then after, I'll show you the equipments which I used. Then my objective. Then prototype, and then automation process. Move to the next slide. First, in introduction, what is home automation? Home automation is a system where we can do everything automatically, like opening a curtains, windows, doors, lights, turning on and off lights, and lot of equipments we can do automatically. Through this, we can get advantages like we can save our time, we can save energy as well. Where like if we do our AC or automatically, then it will turn on when we require at a certain temperature levels, and it will turn off as well at the certain temperatures. So like that we can save energy, time and efforts as well. So it is more comfortable for us with the home automation system. I used the equipments which I listed here. I used two sensors and three actuators. In two sensors, first sensor is PIR sensors, which is a motion detector sensor, which detects the motion and gives output. Second is LM335 temperature sensor, which detects, which gives the output of temperature. Third, in three actuators, I use two LED bulbs. In that, one is for lights and one is for heater. I use one fan for AC. I use three relays to trigger three actuators. I used 5-volt battery, or I can use a power supply in lab. PIC18F4321 is a microcontroller through which I can do programming and implement it. Keypad and sensor board is a board through which I can enter password, and it is interfaced with the PIC board only. Moving to the next slide. This is my objective of home automation project. In this project, my light should be on when motion detector detects some object. And in if I talk about temperature sensor, that motion is detected by PIR sensor. So PIR sensor will give output and it will turn on the light. If I talk about LM335 temperature sensor, the temperature sensor will sense and sense the temperature. If the temperature is below 18.0 centigrade, then it will turn on heater, and it will turn off the heater when temperature goes above 21.0 degrees centigrade. And if I talk about AC, which is fan in my prototype, it will turn on when temperature goes about 24.0 degrees centigrade, and it will turn off below temperature 20 degrees centigrade. Move to the next slide. Here is a picture. If you can see, the first picture is of my project's prototype. It's I made a prototype looking like a home. Here is a LM335 temperature sensor which I bring out from the house. Here is a fan which I am presenting as a air conditioner. And here is a LED bulb which is for heater, and there is one bulb which I put inside the house. And it is for the light. And PIR sensor is inside only, just because it can sense if any object goes inside the house. And here is the wires coming out from the house which I interfaced inside only. And in second picture, as you can see, here is a PIC board, PIC18F4321 microcontroller, and this one is a keypad and sensor board. Here is a stepper motor which I used for locking and lock the door or unlock the door. And on another side of this sensor board, keypad is there. Moving to the next slide, it's an it's automation process, how automation is working in my project. So here is a circuit diagram of my project. In circuit diagram, as you can see, here is a PIC board, PIC 18F4321, and here is a keypad and sensor board. This one is a PIR sensor, and this one is a LM335Z temperature sensor. There is LCD, and if you can have a look, I've connected all the grounds and of PIC board as well together and bring out one side, and my sensors and actuators all are working on plus 5 volt. So I give just only one power supply, which is plus 5 volt VCC, and connected them together. There are two LEDs over there and one fan is over there, which is connected to the normally open port of relays. So that whenever I give signal, and then whenever it gets signal from PIC board, then only it will close and start the actions of actuator. I connected PIR sensor at port A2, LM335Z sensors output at A0 port, and A1 port is connected to the pin 11 of sensor board, which is for servo motor, and the ground of the sensor board is also connected to the PIC board, and which is also connected to the all the grounds. And other pins from 2 to 6 is for the keypad, and it is also connected into the PIC board. Here is, you can see there are 3 switches and 3 LEDs, and I connected the signals of the 3 relays to the first relay, which is connected to the P0. It's for the light, which is inside the home. Second relay, which is connected to the port B2, it's connected to the heater, and the third relay is connected to the port B3, and it's connected to the fan. And the plus VCC is also connected to the common of the relays, because I am giving plus 5 volts, and VCC is also connected to plus 5 volts. Ground is generalized, and signal is connected to all the ports. I have done the program like that. When I am gonna start the program, then it will show me on the first line of the LCD of PIC board that type, which is requiring a password. If I am doing a password 3 times consecutively wrong, then it will lock, and it will show lock on the screen of the LCD. Then I programmed like, if I press switch 3, then it will blink LED D4, and it will again reset the program, and it will again reset the system, and it will start from the beginning. Then if I give password right, which is 4 times 5, it will start the process, and when password gets right, it will start home automation only. Then if the password is not till then, home automation will not start. If my password gets right, it will start. Initially all the actuators will be on off condition, which in my video of, in the recording of video of my prototype, I didn't modify that one. So I modified it later, just because lab was going to close, so I don't have too much time, so I finished it without modifying it. Then after I modified it, in video you can not see LEDs in off condition, because I have done I have already tried it again before the recording, so it was turned on only. So I programmed and I turned off all the actuators initially. When it will go inside, it will sense the temperatures. LM335Z temperature sensor will sense the temperature, and it will show in the second line the status of the actuators will show on the second line of the LCD, and the first line of the LCD temperature will be shown. it will show continuously the status of uh, heater and fan, which is AC. So temperature, if temperature goes below 18 degrees, then LM335 gives output to the A naught, and if A naught gets any signal, then it will start heater, which is B2. B2 will give the signal and it will turn on heater, and then the status will be here. Then if I increase temperature, then temperature goes above 21 degrees, then it will give signal as well, and it will also turn off the LED. And when temperature goes above 24 degrees, it will start fan. When temperature goes below 20 degrees, it will turn off the fan. Every status will be shown in the second line of the LCD. And if I want to if anybody want to stop the automation process, then it can press switch 2, and switch 2, when switch 2 is pressed, the LED D3 will blink, and it will turn off all the process, and it will go back to the password requirement. Till then it will run continuously. When some in the room, if PIR sensor will sense any object, it will give output. It will give input to the A2, and it will turn on light, which is connected to the B0 port. But in the beginning, when password will be right, then servo motor will go to the 0 position from minus 90 degrees, which will unlock the door. If I want to turn off the light right now, so when the PIR sensor will sense one time, it will turn on light, and if I want to turn off the light, then if I press switch 4, which will blink at LED light D5, and it will turn off the light as well. So this is all about my project. I have connected LM335's negative to the ground and positive to the V plus VCC with 2K ohm resistor, and that positive also goes to the port A0 without resistance in between. So moving to the next slide. So this is all about my project. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much.